Welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips.
I'm Molly Bay.
Today is the first day of December 2020. 2 days after our defeat by the Kansas City Chiefs.
Y'all better get your advent calendars out. I just realized we haven't done ours. I'm always like 5 days late with those.
Just now, I know. Kid eats like 5 days worth of candy at once.
Yeah.
Then expects that every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to put any in the first day. That's the trick.
Okay.
She can't count anyway.
Yes, she can. She's a very good counter. She can do math.
That's true.
They're not even teaching math in school yet. She could do math. It's very impressive. You know, everybody's kid's the smartest. So, yeah.
Well, that's it for Bucs News today.
Our kid's smarter than your kid. That's it for Bucs News. All right. What do we got going on for news, Molly?
All righty. Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network is reporting that a Florida judge scheduled a trial in Antonio Brown's civil case regarding alleged sexual assault. And it's been scheduled for December 6th through 17th in 2021. So over a year from now, there's obviously not going to be a decision before then. Well, I mean, they might settle. That would be my guess.
They'll settle out of court.
Nothing in the immediate future that would result in additional discipline from the league. So there's that. He'll be a free agent in March.
Is this the one, the
trainer?
Personal trainer? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg Auman is already talking about 2021. The Buccaneers, we will likely finish second in the division, so we will end up we'll host the number 2 in the NFC North. So that could be the Bears, probably the Bears or Vikings. And we would travel to the number 2 in the NFC West. So
wait a minute, for the playoffs?
No. 2021.
Okay.
In 2021.
Gotcha.
So you match up against the same level that you finished at in the other division. So we would play the second team in the NFC West, which who knows what that's going to be. That division is crazy for the playoffs, which I want to touch on briefly. It could be the Rams again, so we'd see them for a third year in a row. We're going to be playing the NFC East, so Dallas, Washington, Eagles, Giants, which I'm sure some of those are going to be in rebuild mode. I don't know which ones yet.
All of them.
I know, all of them. But they have kind of hit rock bottom. Like, they can only go up, right? At this point.
Well, they could all go 0-16
next year.
Actually, that's not mathematically possible. All 4 of them could not go 0-6 because they play each other twice a year. So
they could have a bunch of ties.
A bunch of 2-14s.
And then we're also next year going to play the AFC East. So we will see the Patriots.
Oh, sweet.
And the Jets. So,
do you reckon Cam Newton will still be the quarterback there?
No,
yeah,
I don't think so.
Either.
They'll draft somebody. That's my prediction. Although, I don't know. I mean, Belichick is just so...
You never know what he's going to do.
I know. Just never know. Maybe he'll retire.
True enough.
In the Ravens-Steelers saga continues. Adam Schefter is reporting that the Ravens' flight is scheduled to leave Pittsburgh at 7:15 p.m. So in just a few minutes, they're probably on the plane right now. So the game is on tomorrow at 3:40 in the afternoon. And once you're done with the game, make sure you check out the Christmas tree.
Right, that's the reason why
Rockefeller Center.
They're playing the game at 3:15 in the evening?
3:40 in the afternoon.
Because CBS has the contract to show the tree in Rockefeller Center being lit up.
There we go. Crazy. Okay, I want to touch briefly on the playoff picture because we've had pretty much all the NFC teams have played this week, so we kind of know where we stand going into week 13. The Buccaneers could, I guess, change up their position in the bye, depending on how everyone else does. But the Saints are still the number 1 seed. They won against the Broncos, of course, that gimme game. So they're in line for a first round bye. They are 9-2. The Packers beat the Bears, so they moved up a spot to the number 2 seed. They're 8-3, so they're 1 game behind the Saints. They're chasing the Saints. The Seahawks won, and they moved up. They were last week the number 5 seed. They played the Eagles, so they moved up to lead the NFC West. They are in first place at 8-3. They played the Giants this week, so looks good for them. Speaking of the Giants, they moved up like 9 spots in the seeding to the number 4 seed because I forget who they beat. Bengals. It's the Bengals.
That division.
I know, but they're first in the NFC East now at 4-7.
God, I swear.
Like they could win out and they would be 9-7.
What do we have to do to play them in the playoffs? The NFC.
We need the 5th seed.
5th seed. Let's shoot for the 5th seed. So we need to be 10-6 or 11-5.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So the Rams are currently the 5th seed. They lost this week to the 49ers. So they moved down from the first in the NFC West to now they're second. The Seahawks overtook them. This seeding is the wild card spots are gonna move so many times because this NFC West is so competitive.
Yeah.
So Seahawks last week were the number 5 seed. They've moved up to number 3 to lead the division. Rams moved down 3 spots. They are 7-4. They play the Cardinals this week, week 13, who are the 7th seed. So the Cardinals need a win so that they can move up potentially. They're 1 game behind the Rams. The Rams are 7-4. Cardinals are 6-5. So, and they are currently 3rd in the NFC West.
Yes. Go ahead.
We had no change in our seeding. We are still the 6th seed.
Yeah, we're sitting really solid.
Yeah.
You know, I covered this a little bit in the 10-minute video yesterday, the news video, and you know, I was just doing the kind of the back of the napkin math there.
Football math. On a napkin.
And I looked into it a little bit more later, and, you know, there's only 2 teams that can beat us, and they would have to win out. You know, that's if we win two more games out of 4, which I think is going to be relatively easy. I think that's the minimum we'll do is 2 out of 4. So, you know, only the Bears, Vikings, and 49ers have the possibility to actually win out and overtake us if we win 2 games. Now, the Bears and the Vikings play each other, so only one of those teams are going to be able to do it. And that's, of course, if they win out. And we only win 2. The 49ers, they have the possibility, but I can't see that happening with all the mess going on with that team.
No, they're currently in the 10th seed. They did move up a spot with the Lions losing this week. So they're 10th seed. They're behind the Bears and the Vikings. Their remaining schedule is Buffalo, the Washington football team, the Cowboys, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks. So, I mean, you're saying they'd have to win out to get it? Yeah.
Yes, to beat us. And that's if we win just 2 games. I'm pretty sure we'll win more than 2, but you know, I'm doing the minimum I think that we would do, you know, backing into the playoffs with a 9-7 record. Now, there's 4 teams that could possibly tie us if they win out, and that's Atlanta, the Giants, Redskins, and Lions. But the Giants, if we tied with them, we have the tiebreaker, so they wouldn't do it. Atlanta, if they win out, that means they beat us twice, so they would get the playoff spot. And the Redskins and the Lions, there's just no way they're going to win out. Again, the Lions would have to beat us.
No, the football team plays Pittsburgh in week 13.
Yeah. It's not going to happen. I mean, it's just all we got to do is win 2 more games, is what I'm saying. That's the
We're sitting pretty. I mean, it's not a lock, but it's pretty much. I mean, there would have to be a lot of flukes.
If we win out, it's a lock. we're in.
Right.
We'll be 5th seed if we win out. If we win out and New Orleans drops 2 or 3, if New Orleans drops 3 of their last 5, then we'll be the NFC South champs. How about that?
Here's how New Orleans, here's their schedule. Falcons, Eagles, Chiefs, Vikings, Panthers.
Okay, the Chiefs could beat them.
Yeah.
That'll be a good game. I was wondering when they were going to play.
Yeah. Division games, you never know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, we are really sitting pretty. I am not concerned about it. I'm going to talk more about that in the podcast, which we're going to do tomorrow. Is that right? We were going to try to get it out tonight, but Molly just wasn't feeling it. She had to work all day, cook dinner, and she is done. So, got a lot to talk about. In this podcast, man. I tell you what, I've been watching the game film. I'm really excited. We played really good football. And
which game film are you on? The Rams?
The Chiefs.
Okay, you're on the Chiefs.
Yes.
You finished the Rams?
No.
Oh, okay. You're kind of shelving that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to shelve that one for the bye week. But the Chiefs game, we played surprisingly good football. There's a lot. There's a lot we're going to talk about. Mainly, we're going to talk about everybody's reaction to it. So that's going to be fun. More news?
Nope, that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Not a whole lot going on. There's not going to be a whole lot of news going on for the next week or so because we do have a bye week, but we're going to try to get you as much information as we can as it comes in. And we're going to have a lot of videos coming out, and we're going to have the podcast out tomorrow. It'll probably be tomorrow evening. So it'll be at least an hour of me sitting here ranting. So be ready.
It'll be a good one.
Be ready. Yeah, okay.
Some of those classic media rants.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fun.
A Ralph special.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for us. Molly, you want to take us out?
Thanks for hanging out with us. And if you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up down below and subscribe for all things Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll be back with the news. Probably not tomorrow, the next night. We might do one tomorrow. We'll see.
We don't know.
Until then,
go Bucs.